I think what matters too is the meaning that you make about being alone, right? So like when you're alone, do you say, oh, I'm not likable. I don't have any friends. I don't have a relationship. This has to do with me.
Everyone else is hanging out.
Everyone else is hanging out,
Yeah.
right? You're on social media. You're seeing everyone's having a great time. This must mean something negative about me.
And I think for me, when I am like consciously and intentionally going to do alone time, like when you got me that hotel for the night, I like stayed off of social media because I didn't want to see that stuff, right? So if you are trying to then have like a very positive alone experience, like I would not then stare at shit that makes you feel bad.
And that's what happens with social media.
I know.
I think it also increases this like need to compare ourselves to others.
Yes.
And I think that
Look at
can
the cool stuff I'm doing when I'm alone.
Yeah, right. Right? Like I think it almost damages our alone time to be like, okay. So I think there's a bit of a mindset switch to go into, okay, I'm going to choose to take this alone time and do the things that feel good for me, right? And I think so often we can go into that place of the meaning that we make of the alone time being something negative about us. And that doesn't always have to be the case.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think, too, we talk about what are some ways to spend alone time? What are some ways to reconnect with yourself? What do you think?
So for me, it's like I like to think about it as like doing like an internal inventory. How am I feeling in regards to like, and I guess, ironically, this could go back to resolution. You know what I mean? Like, resolution doesn't have to be about like, I want to lose 10 pounds. It can be about like, where do I want to intentionally and consciously go this year? Right? And so like, how do I feel about my career? How do I feel about my friendships? How do I feel about my romantic relationships? How do I feel about how my fucking bedroom is organized? You know, like any of these things, like I like to have an inventory. A touch base, if you will.
Touch base with yourself.
Yes.
And sometimes the only way to do that is when you're alone.
Yeah.
Right? I think journaling can be a really good way to do that too. Sometimes when you're in your own head with your own thoughts, it's hard to organize them.
Yeah.
And say, how do I feel about that? How do I feel about my bedroom not being organized? I'm just going to use that example.
That's good, yeah.
I had a very vivid memory, picture of your bedroom when you said that. But your bedroom's gorgeous. Anyway.
Yeah.
So
because I can't also be with my partner in a messy bedroom. You know what I mean? Like part of my bedroom thing is about intentionally having, sex with my partner.
And you know that about yourself.
Yes.
I mean, this could really come full circle to our whole message of know yourself, grow yourself.
Wow.
Because the more that you can get in touch with yourself and your own needs and the things that feel right for you, then the more you can act on that. And sometimes that's through journaling. Sometimes that's through going to therapy. But I think a lot of that takes having this alone time to recenter yourself and saying, how do I actually feel about all these things?